Hello, I'm Bex with Black Whisper Crafts, and I'm doing another prompt for July Junk Journal Challenge 2025, hosted by Lee at Lee's Art and Junk Journal Wonderland. The hashtag is JJJC 2025, and today is July the 11th. The prompt is lace. We're on day 9. It's 23-day challenge, no weekends. All the rest of the weekdays in July. There's a prompt for each weekday in July, and there are no rules, no stress, no pressure. Thank you so much, Lee, for hosting this and getting this all together, organizing it. I really appreciate it. And let's get started. I am doing tags. I am doing a tag flip. Look at all of tags. Awesome. Of course, I don't have any little bits of lace or anything in between them yet, but it's going to be an amazing tag flip journal. And I'm doing the tags because I like things I can use afterward. I will never look at a journal that I make, just for a challenge like this. I'll never look at it again. So I wanted to make something that I would use afterward, and she said there's no rules. That's what I'm doing, and I really appreciate the no rules. I think that is just amazing. But I do have a stamp. It says lace. Is that not amazing? I'm going to use that, and I had some ladies in my stash, trying to use my stash and my scraps and everything, but they all have lace on their clothing. Is that not beautiful? And she has a big piece of lace in her hair. So beautiful. So we will put those there. Not quite sure what we're doing, but we'll get there. Then I have 2 pieces of scrap lace that I found. There's this one. It's really pretty. It looks like I could use it either way. That's really pretty. Then there's this one. Whoops, maybe it would go that way. I think I like that one the best. Yes, that is beautiful. I think it might work, be big enough. Just need to trim this tiny spot here. There. That is beautiful. Okay, so this is what I have so far. I think I'm going to go ahead and see what we want to do with the ladies first. The lace ladies. Let's see. That's really pretty right there. Want to possibly put it here. There we go. Okay, let's see. I want to use as many as I can. How about I just cut them out? Let's check and see. I don't want to go ahead and cut that one out if I'm not actually going to have room for it. Let's see. These lovelies are going to look. Oh, I really like that. That looks really cool. Let's go ahead and ink these up. I think I'll use Vintage Photo. Okay, I think they look really pretty, just like that. How do we want to layer this on here? I know I want that on the bottom, but I do have this scrap of paper bag. Looks vintagey. That might be cute to put as a little background for them. Let's see. How can we do this? This will work. Let's go ahead and pop these to the side. We'll just get a scrap of this just to lay. Wonder if we should do it between. That might be pretty. What if we did this? How would that look? How big is our tag? Oh, let's do it this way. There we go. We're getting somewhere. I like that. Let's just take this off and see what we think. I like that. We could also stamp the background with the word lace. Let's give that a go real quick before we go any farther. We'll just use this to stamp off of. Let's do that real quick before we tear anything. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's see, do we want to do vintage photo or do we want to do black? I think the black would show up better. Let's give it a go. Just need my handy dandy cheap stamping platform. Don't worry if you don't have a stamping platform, because you will get better stamping if you do it on a cushion. Just get you a catalog, a magazine, and stamp on top of that. Don't need a fancy stamping platform. I do have one, but I just prefer to use a magazine or something like that. So let's see. There we go. That's a much better image. And let's just randomly stamp. There, I think that looks good. Let's see what it looks like with the lace on top before we go farther. Let's see how we like that. I like that. That breaks up just that solid background. It looks nice. Well, that looks pretty cool. I like that. Let's go ahead and stamp the word lace on a piece of scrap cardstock. And I need my stamping platform, don't I? I just think it makes, I know that it makes a much better stamp if you have that background, the cushy platform underneath it. There, I like that. That looks good. And this is just black soot. And cut this out. Oh, that's perfect. Let's just cut this down a little bit more on this side. There we go. I think we want to ink this one up in vintage photo. A little bit on the inside here. So it's not so stark white. How is that? I like that, but I think I want to have a little bit of a black border. Here's some scrap here. Oops, let's just go ahead and glue it on there. Okay, I think that will look better. We'll just let this dry for just a moment before I cut into it to trim it up. But that will look good there. So what do we want? I need something right there. I do think I do need something up there. What is this? I'm trying to use the little scraps and bits, and oh, that might look pretty under here. Let's just see what we've got. That looks kind of cool. And if we had this here after it's trimmed out, still want something up here. Wonder if we stapled some lace onto that edge. Yeah, I think that would be really nice. Let me go get some thinner lace scraps. I found some scraps, some lace, this lace, and I found this sari scrap. It's really pretty, very pretty. That would just be nice up there. I like that, but I think I need something up here. Let's see what we have on these. $100. I don't know if that's true or not. If this was the 1800s or 1900s, so we won't use that one. There's a date. Here's an address. I like the address. Yeah, I like that. I think that will be fun. Oh, let's just do that. Is this one big enough? No. Let's go ahead and just cut this off. We want the piece to be about right here, and it can just hang off at the edge. I know this is the back of it, but I kind of like that. I just kind of like that. Whether it's the back or not, just, I don't know. Do I like it or not? There and there. I think we still need something else underneath that. Let's get some gold thread. Maybe that will spice it up a bit. This is not exactly gold thread, but it's thicker so you can see it better. I think that might be what we need there. Okay. But I want it to be all the way down here, like this, which will be just fine. I just want this gold thread here. Well, I don't know if it's thread or twine or what it's considered, but I think it might be pretty just to do it like this. Just as long as this can go on top of it, that will work great. that looks cool. Just right there. All fluffied up, just like that. I wonder though if we should put lace up there. Let's turn this down and see what it looks like. Put this down here. Not sure if I like that or not. Not completely sure. Wonder if I would like it better if I put just a little bit down here. Just cut it off and make a small circle. Something like that. Oh, I like it. I like that a lot. I think I like the lace up there better. Okay, let me get this all glued down and we'll come back and see if we need to do anything else. Here we are. I think it turned out beautiful. I love that I had the word lace. Just got it all glued down. It just added the styles of 1900. Hopefully this is 1900 or beyond. But I love the lace on it and all the lace on their clothing. Just beautiful. I think it turned out great. This is for July Junk Journal Challenge 2025. And it is hosted by Lee at Lee's Art and Junk Journal Wonderland. This is the day 9. We're weekends off. So there's 23 days we're doing. And this is the 11th prompt, which is lace. Not the 11th prompt. This is the 9th prompt. It's July 11th, and the prompt is lace. And it is no rules, no pressure, no stress. Thank you so much for hosting, Lee. And I'm Bex with Black Whisper Crafts. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful crafty day.